Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Panthers.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Second down following the run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Second down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Third down, still 14 yards left.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go!
On second down, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! One! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. Push. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Whoa. Let's get it.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. Here we go. Flex man 38. Man 38.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Be ready. Be ready. Ohio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
21.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Barton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third down, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Go get him, go get him, go get him!
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on 3rd down. Jordan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Deshaun Hall in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, the 30, 10 for touchdown, Carolina. A big play there, 99 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. As that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, Deion Jones and pick sixes, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick sixes last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. And he will not make it to the goal line here, so they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw on 2nd down. Jordan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Freeman again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Here we go. 1, 9. 1, 9.
Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Jordan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and 2, Jordan. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Back to throw here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And no, it's incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, Freeman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jordan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's forced out left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What?
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Operating from the gun, Jordan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 53 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Atlanta, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on the beam next